Greetings, this is TK Trav, aka Travis Magus, here with LVX777, and today we're going to talk about a very powerful introductory study for anybody who is really beginning on this path and wanting to know where to start. Namely, I'm talking about the system of the 7 chakras. Alright, so if you've been in this game long enough, you've been studying and looking different subjects and topics up, I'm sure that chakras have come up on multiple occasions. So the question that I get mostly is where's a good place to start? You know, for somebody who hasn't done anything, where's a good place to really get started? And my answer to that question is the chakra system. Why? Because dealing with chakra, you're learning a lot of the fundamentals all within the first technique. Namely, the fundamentals of using your imagination and visualizing, the fundamentals of moving energy and focus in the body, and the fundamental of learning correspondence. That means dealing with different colors, sounds, and frequencies to produce an effect within the subconscious mind. So, what are chakras? In case you actually don't know, chakras are vortexes of energy within the human body. Okay, everybody has these 7 points of energy and light within their body. Alright, you've got one at the base of the spine, one in the genital region, one in the stomach or solar plexus, one in the heart, one in the throat, one in your third eye, and then one that is slightly above your head, the crown chakra. Okay, now each one of these points of energy correspond with different emotions and different elements and different states of being and states of mind. So that's what I mean by you really get to learn the importance of correspondences. Those are the 7 primary chakras. There's actually a lot more, hundreds all over your body. This is where you get into the science of acupuncture, because the different chakra points around your body are also called pressure points, and certain doctors of the East have put this into a science where they can heal your body by adjusting and manipulating these different points, acupuncture. And also there's 72 chakras in the pineal gland alone. So you begin to see how this relates to what we've been doing with the Goetia, the 72 demonic spirits, goetic spirits of the Goetia. Each one of them correspond to one of those chakra points within the third eye. Now, I guess to really get started, I'm going to give just a breakdown of each one of the 7 chakras. This will give you a starting point for you to do your own study and, maybe even start your own meditation, hopefully. So in the beginning, the first chakra, located at the base of the spine, is called Muladhara. It's also known as the root chakra, the base chakra. Its color is red. It deals with the element of earth. Because it is at the base of your body, it deals with the points that actually come into contact with the earth, namely the feet, because you walk on the ground, and your ass, because when you sit down, you're connecting with the earth. Emotionally, this deals a lot with self-preservation, right? It deals a lot with survival. And these chakra points can be balanced, they can be overstimulated or understimulated. Those are the 3 states that they exist in. Now, the whole goal of the chakra system is to be balanced in all of your chakras so that you can move forward with more spiritual work without being hindered by one of your energetic centers. So dealing with the root chakra, if you've got a healthy, balanced root chakra, this manifests as having a general sense of belonging, of being centered, of having abundance, right? And also of having an atmosphere of health about your body. All right, now, if this chakra system if the Muladhara is overstimulated, right, overcharged with energy, then you're gonna feel a lot of greed, right? You're gonna have that whole get money attitude, like I gotta get this, I gotta accumulate, right? You're gonna have a very dominant type of ego about you, trying to control other people, right? It can also be prone to being sadistic or narcissistic, or you know, just even violent. So if you have those type of qualities, you probably have an overstimulated root chakra. All right. As far as an understimulated root chakra, we're dealing with symptoms like low confidence. You know what I'm saying? You never really meet your goals, or you might not even have goals in life. You feel unloved. Whereas an overstimulated root chakra would be sadistic, and understimulated root chakra would be more masochistic, meaning you enjoy pain. You allow yourself to be hurt. You put yourself in situations where you know you're going to get hurt, but you do it anyway. You could also be very fearful and just feel a general sense of being separate from the rest of the world, the rest of community, the rest of society. Not grounded, basically, because this is the chakra that deals with being grounded. So, moving up to the next chakra, it is the creative chakra. All right, its color is orange. Its name is Swadisthana. All right, and this area, the chakra rules over the area of the genitals. Okay, and the element there is water. All right, and naturally, water deals with the emotions. So it also deals with areas of creativity, areas of sexuality, because it is located where the sexual organs are, and those have to do with creativity, and also your social place in the world. I guess a healthy chakra of the Swadhisthana would experience symptoms of, you know, having concern for other people, being generally friendly, you know what I'm saying, in a social aspect, having a good sense of humor, being creative, and having a healthy sexual appetite. Okay, being overstimulated in this area, you're going to experience episodes of being emotionally explosive, right? You're going to experience being manipulative. You're going to experience being over sexual, right? This is where we get a lot of porn addictions, people who are overstimulated in this area. You might be high strung, or even what they call an overachiever, right? Always trying to, I guess, be the teacher's pet, or at work, you know, the person that's always trying to do the most, even when it's not really necessary. But anyways, an understimulated Swadhisthana genital chakra is going to show signs of being shy. You're going to be timid. You're going to feel guilty a lot of sexual guilt. You're going to have a lot of emotional trauma, right? And since this does deal with water and the emotions, you'll find a lot of people that have problems in this area actually hide a lot of their emotions. They're actually unable to express a lot of their emotions. You know what I'm saying? Might even be unable to really show emotion. And surprisingly, this does happen with a lot of people. You may be a water sign, like a Pisces, or, you know, Scorpio or something like that. You may have these issues here. You might want to work on the chakra of the genital area, known as Swadhisthana, the color orange. All right, moving on to the next one, going up, we've got the chakra known as Manipura, which is in the stomach area or in the solar plexus, and its color is yellow, and its element is fire, right? And Manipura really deals with the ego. It deals with who you believe that you are. All right, you're placed in this world as an individual. Now, a healthy Manipura chakra is going to manifest as somebody that has a lot of, a healthy amount of energy, somebody that has a healthy appetite, like literally, you don't overeat or undereat. You're a bit outgoing, you're flexible to change, right? Somebody that's confident, right? And again, with the food, somebody, when you're eating, you understand when you're full and when it's time to stop, right? Because some people don't. Some people continue eating. Some people undereat. So anyways, dealing with an overstimulated solar plexus chakra, yellow, Manipura, overstimulated, you're going to be more egotistical, right? You're going to be a workaholic, right? Just expending so much energy. You're going to be a perfectionist, right? You're the type of person where you probably hear people say you're doing the most. You're always doing the most. You're doing too much, right? Somebody that's judgmental, somebody that's stubborn, right? And also you'll find people here who are unable to really be alone, unable to be by themselves, who have to have somebody around them, who have to have the TV on when they go to sleep, right? when you're dealing with the chakra being understimulated, you're going to have a lot of anxiety, right? You're going to have a lot of depression, low self-esteem. This is an area where you find a lot of people who are dealing with being a victim, being victimized, feeling an overall sense of victimization, right? And also you're going to have eating disorders, whether that's overeating or undereating. So, yeah, that deals with that chakra. So moving upward, we go up to the heart chakra, which is known as Anahata, which is the green chakra, and really this is the gateway point to go beyond to the higher levels. You'll notice that these chakras are actually kind of grouped together. The lower three chakras that I just went over deal with the physical world. The upper three chakras deal with the spiritual world. And in between, you've got this heart chakra, right? The green chakra that's represented by compassion, by the Christ energy. The upper three chakras are actually an echo of the lower three chakras, right? That root chakra is going to deal with the earthly version of the throat chakra. The genital chakra is the earthly version of the third eye. And the energy center is an earthly version of the higher crown chakra. Yeah, and you might find different interpretations all over the internet, but the main thing is to have a starting point with this stuff so you can go off and do your own research. This central chakra that deals with the heart is very, very, very important for spiritual work, because most people that live here on this planet are stuck in the bottom three chakras that I just went over, right? And they're either overstimulated or understimulated. And they're mostly dealing with survival. You know, I got to get this money, I got to pay these bills, you know what I'm saying? I got to take care of this, that, and the third. Just worried about having sex all the time and just worried about eating, right? Those are the three primary, you know, focuses for most people. Now, the goal for a lot of us is to really transcend those earthly things, those five senses, and move up to the spiritual realm. And the gateway to doing so is to really focus on balancing your heart chakra, because that has to be in alignment in order for you to properly operate into the upper chakras. So dealing with Anahata, the heart chakra, the color is green, the element is air, and you'll notice that the element of air is known as the mediator, right? Fire is the masculine aspect, the expansive and generating. Water is the feminine aspect, which deals with constricting and absorbing. Air is the mediator in between, right? And earth is the combination of all three of those solidified, all right? But anyways, the heart chakra deals with air. The mediator deals with compassion and self-acceptance, all right? Really, if all these chakra points had to be represented by a religious deity, the heart chakra would definitely be represented by Christ, the Christ energy. Because, you know, you'll notice the icons where he'll have his heart, you know what I'm saying, surrounded by thorns and on fire as he's pointing upward, right? Because only through him will you get to the Father. Only through him will you get, you know, access to the heavenly realms. It's a metaphor. You really got to master the qualities of compassion and forgiveness and acceptance to overcome those lower three chakras and the five senses. But anyways, having a healthy, balanced heart chakra, you're going to notice, like I said, compassion, you're going to have empathy, you're going to have an ability to see the good in people, you're going to be able to be humble, right? You'll have qualities of generosity, even innocence. Right? Innocent doesn't mean you've never done anything bad. It just means that you have pure intentions and you live in the moment. You don't have ulterior motives. You experience life the way it is without judging or preconceived notions, right? And you'll also be very fluent in forgiveness, which is actually pretty darn difficult. Someone with an overstimulated heart chakra would experience symptoms of being very controlling of others, being demanding, being jealous, right? Because this deals with the heart, so you're going to have jealousy. And someone who doesn't understand the concept of unconditional love, right? Your love comes at a price, right? If you really loved me, then you would do such and such, or I don't love you because you didn't do this for me or you didn't do that, right? This kind of person has an overstimulated heart chakra and they're not balanced. Now, the type of person that has an understimulated heart chakra is going to be kind of paranoid at times. You're going to have like a fear of rejection, right? You're going to feel insecure. You're going to have a feel of letting go, right? You're not going to have a real grasp on yourself. So, moving forward, we go up to the throat chakra, which is also known as Vishuddhi or Vishuddha, whichever one you want to go with. The color is blue, and it deals with the etheric realm, right? So the root chakra deals with the earthly realm. The genital chakra deals with water. The stomach chakra deals with fire. The heart chakra deals with air. And the very next level up deals with the etheric realm, right? The next one deals with the astral realm, and the crown chakra deals with the mental realm, right? The realm of the mind. So, yeah, continuing on with the throat chakra, the color blue, this one really deals with self-expression, and it is the upper octave of the genital chakra because it deals with creativity, a higher form of creativity with a purpose, right? The throat chakra and someone who has it in balance is really content with where their life is, right? They feel centered. They're actually able to sit down and meditate, right? Because a lot of people have trouble even beginning with meditating. So if you've got a healthy throat chakra, you don't really have problems when it comes to actually sitting down to meditate. You feel inspired to do your art or whatever it is that you need to do. You're actually sincere in a lot of your motives, and people notice that. You're able to be independent, right? And not really needy of having somebody else, right? And you understand communications from the spirit realm. You understand signs and symbols and things of that nature. An overstimulated throat chakra is going to be somebody who's arrogant, right? We're dealing with the throat chakra and sounds and vibration. This is going to be somebody who talks too much, right? This is going to be somebody who's kind of dogmatic when it comes to spiritual things, like it has to be this way and only this way. This can be somebody who's a bully, somebody who seeks out, more submissive people so that they can dominate them, right? This is somebody also who deals with a lot of gossip, again, throat chakra. And if you notice, the throat chakra here deals with creativity because all of reality is made out of vibration. And this is the part of our body which we use vibration to communicate and to create things in this world. Interesting. But someone with an underdeveloped throat chakra is not going to be able to express their thoughts. They're not going to be able to express their creativity very well. They're going to feel held back. They're going to feel constricted. They're going to feel even dependent on other people to be able to do this, that, or a third. They're not really independent individuals. This might also be somebody who's kind of ignorant when it comes to spiritual matters, and not even naturally. Sometimes they're just going to reject even wanting to learn about or hear about it, and you'll see a lot of that, you know, in your family members or whatever. But the next chakra is everyone's favorite, the third eye chakra, also known as Agni or Agni. The color is indigo, and like I said a few minutes ago, the realm of elements that this deals with is the astral plane, right? And when it comes to your personality, it deals with which archetype you mostly fall up under, right? Whether it's, you know, the healer, the warrior, the teacher, the lover, etc., etc. This one really deals with intuition, and it deals with your psychic power, like your ability to see, to hear, to feel, taste, smell, all those higher senses, higher than the five senses. And this is really the seat of imagination, right? This is where your astral temple is located in order to really communicate with these spirits and to move energy, to understand dreams and that kind of thing. A balanced third eye chakra can receive guidance and teaching and lessons from anything in existence, whether it is a YouTube video or a 3-year-old kid playing, or, you know, a dog or somebody doing something stupid. It doesn't matter. You can look at any situation in life and learn a lesson, right? Because all the world is a school for you, because you see things clearly, right? Somebody with a balanced third eye chakra has a lot of charisma, right? They're kind of magnetic in a way. People enjoy being around this person because they have a high vibration. This person's unattached to physical things in the world, and this person can really feel the vibration of where the current of spirit is moving everybody, basically, right? Somebody with an overstimulated third eye chakra can be a bit of an egomaniac. They can be a bit of an authoritarian, like it has to be my way or the highway. Only I know the answer, right? They can be bitter. They can be kind of spaced out. And a lot of people, you know, they say they want to open up the third eye first, but that's just as bad as only living in the lower 3 chakras. Because if you have your third eye open wide and your root chakra isn't really developed, you're going to be kind of spaced out, loopy and loony, you know? Like, you might be speaking all this good stuff, but nobody around you can understand. They just think you're crazy because you're just going off, you know, off the deep end. And you don't have that root chakra grounded in order to connect with other people. Right, so that's equally as bad. That's why you have to balance all these chakras and not just one. You don't want to start at the third eye. Start from the bottom and work your way up. All right. And also, since the third eye deals with the mental, well, with the mind and intelligence, this type of person might also have a problem with being very condescending to other people who may not be as smart or as quick. An underdeveloped third eye pineal chakra is somebody who's undisciplined, somebody who's a people pleaser. These are the type of people that are very skeptical of other things, especially spiritual matters. This is somebody who's superstitious, and their spiritual development really stops there because all they know is what their parents and the community taught them. And this is also somebody who's prone to being a worrywart, basically. So the final chakra is the crown chakra, which is located just a few inches or feet above the head. And this is really your connection to your higher self, right? This is your connection to God, basically. This is the funnel from which the divine light flows down into you. All right, the name of the chakra is called Sahasrara. The color is violet. And like I said earlier, it deals with the mental plane, the plane where everything in creation begins, with Kether on the tree of life. This deals with self-knowledge, it deals with dealing with your higher self, and it's really your focal point for awareness of divinity. Somebody with a balanced crown chakra is going to be able to manifest miracles. They're going to be able to access the subconscious mind fluently, right? You're on the path of really understanding how to do this and how to communicate with spirits. This is somebody who is at peace, who's grateful and thankful for life and the world. Yeah, I'm trying to wrap this up here. But an overstimulated crown chakra, you're going to deal with issues of frustration because you feel it, but you can't get it. You know what I'm saying? You can't really put it together in your head. You're going to deal with somebody who's bipolar, up and down, back and forth. You might be manic depressive, you know, excited but depressed. This is that energy inside of you, and you're not really understanding how to channel it correctly, right? You're going to have a need to feel important. You need people to recognize you for your intelligence or your brilliance or your individuality or uniqueness. Or you may have a need for sympathy. You want people to feel sorry for you because you're just not able to reach your potential, right? You probably hear people say this a lot of time. You just don't live up to your potential. You've got so much potential, but you don't live up to it. You know, I've been through that for many years. I heard that for most of my life. Oh, you've got so much potential, but you just don't live up to it. This is a symptom of an unbalanced crown chakra. Now, an understimulated crown chakra is somebody who is kind of jaded. They just don't have joy for life. You know, they have no focus. It's really difficult because what's the point? What's the use? You know, they understand that there's a bigger purpose for their lives, but they just can't really see it, you know. It might also manifest as being indecisive or having a bad memory. But all these things can be fixed with meditation. I'll have to make another video of how to really get down and correct a lot of these issues with the chakras. I try not to make this video too long, but it is about 25 minutes. So yeah, leave your comments, ask questions, join the Facebook group, the Magus Society. Of course, there's going to be a link in the bio. And I'll also leave some more links to other information about chakras. There's so much information out there on Google. You know what I'm saying? You can easily find out all about this for free within the next couple of hours if you really wanted to. But yeah, I think that's a great starting point when it comes to wanting to learn where to start with spirituality. It directly relates to working with spirits, with manipulating energy, connecting to your higher self, all these things, right? In my meditations, I always deal with my chakras. So, this is TK Trav, aka Travis Magus, here with LVX777, and I wish you peace.